And we are back for episode 9 of Deadland Friends. We had a bit of a spicy session last time where our posse encountered a man who could not be harmed by bullet or magic. In that pretty close encounter, Graves got shot up a bunch. How's Graves doing, by the way?
Graves has had his guts bitten at. He has been shot in the arm, and he has both of his legs have been burned.
So he's not having a great time at the moment.
No, he
What's
is
his highest wound level?
only 2, funnily enough. So he hasn't. They're not huge wounds. Like, he's not going to bleed out or anything.
But they are definitely frustrating.
They're
I know,
definitely
but
painful.
You know what? Luckily, you've just found out there's a healer around, so you know.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, well, while we're staying here, Graves is going to bring that up. Don't worry.
But
Oh, don't worry.
like every session, before we begin, we start the session by drawing from the fate pot.
Papa needs a new pair of blues, 2 whites, and a red.
I mean, how many blues are actually in the pot from the
10.
start? 10?
Yeah.
I'm hoarding 3 of them at the moment.
Jesus. You are making it way harder for the rest of us.
I need them. They're so important.
I just need bounty points. I need to get my stats up. The stats are painfully expensive.
Mag's just looking at you like, God damn it, he needs the bounty points.
3 white chips.
God, that's so valuable. I wish I had more.
Stop.
No, because we just found out recently that white chips are so important for my character. They're so good for like scouting and shit, and I got 2 reds and a white.
Wow, look at me. I have special magical powers. Some of us are
Yeah.
just normal people.
Ooh.
Marshal, I'll trade you my 3 whites for your red and blue.
No. Oh, this got candy.
You'll still have to chuck a white back, so it's a
This
treat.
is going to be handy this
And-
session, I reckon.
I definitely passed my spirit roll that I have to do at the start of every session. I got an 11.
Hey,
And
Graves, need to make a bigger roll.
I pass my thingo. I do pass. I can explode actually. I got a 9.
Nice.
So I got a 6 and a 3.
Nice.
So, where we left off, you guys had set up camp for the night. Chinoa was desperately trying to get some sleep because I was seriously like, I probably should have started throwing penalties at you sooner.
I
But
mean, she's
if-
used to not
If you
sleep.
didn't get sleep tonight,
If I don't get sleep tonight,
I would have had you been rolling, I don't know, I would have had you roll vigor checks like every hour, and every fail you would have been copying some form of wind.
yeah, probably that would make sense.
And it would have been the kind of wind that's not just going to go away just by sitting down and having a coffee. It would have been, you need sleep to shrug this off.
Yeah, this is sleep or else wind, but she'll get to that. She's planning on sleeping tonight, but if possible, she's gonna go chat to Wilhelm before then. I think.
Okay.
I mean, we've got to have dinner first, so you know we'll set up a campfire, have
Yeah.
some dinner.
Yeah, well, Wilhelm's just
She's considering that coffee.
eating up a bit of bacon. He's
Do you
not.
eat anything else?
Sorry?
Chinoa just sits down. She's like, "Do you eat anything else?"
What's wrong with bacon?
Yeah, of course I do, darling. When I've got other stuff, I'll eat other stuff.
I'm gonna get some other stuff.
Alright.
Seeing as everything's all out in the air at the moment, I don't suppose I could partake in some of your abilities, because I am injured and I would like not to be.
Oh, from the fire.
Among other things, yes.
So sorry, I didn't realize that, Mr. Graves. I can definitely help you with that. It'll take me a little while to set up.
I can help you with that in 4 hours.
Yeah.
There is also the problem that any magical shenanigans, any interaction with the hunting grounds is attracting sirens.
Yeah.
That's true.
Among
I can
other things.
go without for longer.
Maybe leave doing it till after the sleep.
Yeah.
Get
you-
the sleep, then see what you can get real quick, heal him up, and we'll move.
I've never been one for more Hippocratic pursuits. Either of you know how to dress a wound?
Yes.
Yeah, could you dress my wounds, please?
I will do that, and I guess I'll roll a medicine
Yeah, Graves.
check to get you bandaged up.
Yeah, so Graves has
What's
been.
your medicine?
2.
Ah,
Could you have a -2 to your roll because you're currently sleep deprived?
Yeah, I can do that.
Wilhelm has a 1 in medicine. Is he able to assist in any way?
Not particularly,
Alright.
I don't think.
That 5 goes down to a 3, I guess.
Or
Well,
Yep.
the good news is I think the target number for first aid is 3.
I think that's to heal wind. It doesn't heal wound levels or anything like that. It's been too long for it to heal wound levels. But do you have any wind at the moment?
I have lost some wind, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, you get wind back at a rate of like 1 per minute.
Oh, okay, never mind then. It's mostly just like,
Yeah, target number
I don't want to
3.
get an infection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly we're just bandaging you up so that you're not like leaking or anything like that.
Yeah, Graves is gonna be like, yeah, and one of those sirens bit me in the guts.
After I've had a rest and prepared, I'll definitely fix you up.
This ain't the worst I've ever felt.
It'll just take a little bit of time.
Nah, that's fine.
Good question is there a watch being set up?
Yeah. Yeah. Wilhelm will stay up this time.
I am more than happy to take watch
No.
after I've had a sleep.
No, darling, you sleep.
We'll
You
take
get-
care of the
you
watch.
get
I
us-
don't sleep a lot.
You sleep as long as you can, and we'll take care of watch. If you absolutely cannot sleep, then sure.
Yeah. All right.
So you guys begin your rest. I believe Wilhelm was taking the first watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Comes to about midnight, and dark rain clouds start rolling in.
Sorry, real quickly to interrupt. Depending on what time Shanoa actually falls asleep, she might be awake by now. She's got the nightmares floor. She only sleeps 3 to 4 hours maximum.
You guys did set up camp early, so you would have been up by about midnight, yeah.
Can I be a pain and ask if she had a nightmare?
You've had the same nightmare that you've had for a few months now, and the only difference is the bell and the horn at the start aren't there anymore.
Okay, that is very important. That's basically what she was trying to find out by going to sleep, because she's trying to figure out whether it was the right decision to get off the boat. So that makes it seem like it was the right decision. That's good. And if that's the only thing that changed, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
All right. Right side, around midnight, Shanoa's going to wake up. If she's having a nightmare, she's probably going to wake up at a bit of a start. And there's lots of like heavy breathing and like... And she's gonna look, and she gives you the weirdest look. Like, she's just staring at Wilhelm, like,
Because Wilhelm's on relatively high alert for a watch, especially after what the day's just been. So you move with the start, and he moves with the start and just stares at you.
Yeah, and she's just staring back at you, because she's just had a nightmare where people with glowing green eyes that look very similar to yours are, like, coming to get her.
Yep. He is just tired. He is just like, what's about to happen kind of look on his face.
She'll settle herself, and she'll come... She's just gonna, like, wrap herself in her blanket, and she's just gonna come sit next to you near the fire, and just be like, looks like rain's coming.
Yeah, it looks like. Graves is in a tent, presumably.
Graves is a fastidious man, so he'd probably put up his waterproof lighting anyway.
Yeah.
His tent's probably just ever so slightly too short, so his feet might be poking out the end of it or something.
By about 1:30 in the morning, it does start opening up with some moderate rain.
Okay.
This moderate rain starts to turn into a proper downpour.
Wilhelm is going to... I don't know if he's got a proper tarp or anything. I don't think he does.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
What's the old Boy Scout thing? Always be prepared.
Yeah.
It's a one-person tent?
Yeah, but I don't just have the tent. I have other things.
Yeah, well, we don't know. You don't talk to us. We've only just started talking,
I
like,
know. That's why I said.
day.
That's why I said it's a shame. It's a real shame that I'm asleep.
Yeah, Wilhelm's just going to go sit under a tree pretty much.
Yeah, is there any shelter nearby?
It's not going to be great,
No, it doesn't have to be great. It just has to...
but it'll hit
Reduce.
about 2 o'clock in the morning, which is about the time Graves would have to get up for his watch.
Yep.
You guys had a pretty early night going to bed, probably around 8.
Yeah, Chanel's just gonna be like, you don't have to wake him up. I'll stay on watch and you can rest. Shivering in the rain.
Yeah.
The campfire's gone out, and she's just like,
Yeah, Wilhelm's basically just going to be like, I'm not getting any rest tonight. That's fine. I don't think I can sleep after this.
Graves is gonna wake up and he's gonna be like, oh, it's raided. He's gonna like groggily stick his head out of the tent and see you guys shivering there. He's like, you two alright?
Is Wilhelm going to try and sleep, or...?
is Graves actually getting up for watch?
Yeah, Graves will get up and he'll put on his jacket. He'll like come out of the tent. He'll go to his horse and then he'll like rummage around one of the saddlebags and pull out another tarp and be like, do you guys want a tarp?
Yes.
So at about 2:45 in the morning, the rain turns into hail.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
And it is painful.
Yeah, jeez. All right.
All right, maybe we should all. The tent can probably fit all three of us.
Yeah, yeah.
I think maybe staying awake all night, even. I would want more than one top. I don't want my tops to get ripped.
Yeah. Do we want to... What do we... I don't know if we can do anything about hail.
You just put up a bunch of tops and hope for the best, really.
Yeah.
Try cover your horses.
Yeah.
Well, your horses would be under a tree to get some kind of shelter
Yeah.
because the hail would break the branches and leaves coming down. But
Oh,
Yeah.
Graves has a like he's got his own blanket for the horse.
yeah,
Graves takes good care of his horse.
We will take good care of our horses. That's the one thing we actually all care about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll just throw some tarps up. If you're opening up your tent to huddle inside, Will,
Yeah.
he's just like, this is miserable.
it is
Come on in.
a very miserable night. It's cold. It's wet. It's the noise as well is pretty terrible.
Yeah, Wilhelm's not going to really be able to sleep.
Sure enough, morning will break. The hail has stopped, and it's now just turned into a light drizzle of rain.
Oh, well. No breakfast for us, I suppose. Come on.
Wilhelm's going to rummage around. It's not heated up, but it's like jerky.
Yeah, it'd be like jerky and
He's
biscuits.
going to hand, jerky and biscuits. He's going to hand that around.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
It's all right.
after breakfast, you guys will head out. You're heading towards where that map that Toby and Robert hadn't searched, one of those areas. On your way there, you come to, it's not a hill, but it is like a slight incline. The ground is sopping wet, and there's a lot of puddles and things like that. And all you'll immediately notice is the water in these puddles on the ground is running uphill.
Oh, good. Graves
cool.
is immediately going to be looking around for another siren.
Yeah, do you want to roll search?
Oh, baby, do I want to roll a search? That's actually pretty good. 10.
You don't find another siren. You do find blood. It looks like it's been mixed in with a puddle of water overnight, but there's one bloody puddle.
We'll investigate the bloody puddle.
It's blood and water.
Are there any like tracks or anything around, or any evidence of where the fuck this
Impossible
came
to
from?
tell
After the rain?
tracks because unless something had been around recently, it would have been washed away.
So the water's running uphill.
Yes,
Up a
Does
specific
it
hill?
end at some point, or is it something we can follow?
it's something you can follow.
Is it heading in the direction that we need to be heading in?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
no, I was going to be like, I presume we follow that?
So
It's heading in the direction that we're looking to head in.
one of the things I can do as a huckster is try to interrupt black magic as it's being cast. And that's what I'm going to try to do.
I don't think you should. Okay, don't look at me like that. Hear me out. You don't need to be messing around with evil spirits for that. And if this is where we're going, it gives us something to follow.
I don't want to be hit by another wall of water.
And hopefully we won't. But this is
So-
just a puddle, and like I said, gives us something to follow.
It's flowing uphill. Something's controlling it.
And something's what we're looking for, isn't it?
We
I'm
just to play devil's advocate, we actually already know where we're going, sort of.
yeah. Wilhelm just like blinks at Chinoa and he's gonna be like, "Sorry, darling."
I really don't want you to be messing around with that.
And I am going to roll. I'm gonna roll to attempt to cast foil again.
It's gonna go so badly.
Hello, Black Joker, my old friend.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
It would be really funny if the first time we all understand what he's doing and you're like, "Don't do it," and he's like, "I'm doing it though," and I draw a Black Joker and my stomach explodes.
God damn, please don't.
2 explodes. And I draw so many cards.
You're gonna get so many jokers. It's gonna be so bad.
It'll be fine.
I rolled a 24, which is a success and 3 raises, which means I draw 8 cards
Oh,
for
no.
my Huckstron.
Show me a black joker, baby.
Please no.
On the upside, the potential payoff to this is really high because...
Potential payoff to this is Chinoa getting to be like, I told you so.
Well, actually, the potential payoff is the water stops rolling uphill. So, in retrospect, Unless that water was going to do something.
Oh god, I can't look.
There is no black
Oh
joker
my
in
god,
this
thank
hand.
god. Whew.
2 10s, a 6, a jack, a 3, a 9, a 4, a 7. So I got a single pair. It means I can interrupt the casting of a black magic spell that is, I believe, 2nd level or lower.
Is now a bad time to inform you that this isn't the result of a hex.
It affects a few things. This hex is only useful against black magic, a Harrow's power, or another huckster's hex. It has no effect on favors or miracles.
Yeah, this is none of those things.
Ah,
Best way I could describe it is whatever separates meat space from the hunting grounds is especially thin here.
So this is like the wind going towards Chinoa. This is
Yeah.
now water going towards
Whatever
someone
this
who's
is.
casting something.
yeah. Be that as it may, because he's not trying to hide it at all. You guys saw 8 cards appear. He was just holding his hand out. 8 cards appeared in his hand. He looked in, like, as soon as he looked at them, they disappeared again. And he looked down at the wall and he was like, well, I'm all right.
Are you alright?
I am.
Did they hurt you?
No.
You're okay?
Yep.
If a Mantu had hurt him, we would know.
You would probably know, yes.
But you're alright?
I am.
Don't do that. That was terrifying.
Darling, would you rather get hit by a wall of water?
Yes.
No. What?
Nothing bad happened to me last time. I was fine.
I,
You were pretty
I
devastated.
was skewered, darling.
And now you're alright. So it's fine.
All right. Well, not that this isn't riveting. We should get going. Whatever they're doing, it could potentially be quite bad for us.
So as you guys make your way up this small incline, I can't stress, it wasn't like a massive hill, it's just like a small incline.
Yeah.
You guys will all hear this. It sounds like a woman sobbing.
Oh, good.
Oh no. Okay, well, I'm assuming it's in the direction of the water, and Chinoa's now following the water. I guess everyone's now following the
Well,
water.
we're going in the direction we were going. The water just happens to be going in that direction.
Yeah.
But yeah, Wilhelm can't ignore this.
Do y'all
Wilhelm's,
hear that?
That is absolutely not a person.
when you say that is absolutely not a person, Wilhelm says that is absolutely someone in need. We need to go help.
It is not a person.
What? Why not?
Who in their right mind do you... What?
If there was anyone out here, they would already be dead.
Not necessarily.
Why would they be out here in the middle of the woods? That
If they're
is a trap.
what if it's not Graves?
What if it is?
I'm willing to take that
Is
risk.
the crying in the direction that we're heading?
Yes.
Well, we're gonna find out.
All right, well, then it's kind of a non-issue.
But it is a trap.
Wilhelm.
Well, then just be ready.
Yeah, Wilhelm's basically gonna be like, I'm happy to ride ahead.
Nope. We'll ride together. If we get separated, it's going to be a whole lot worse.
As you guys come closer towards the source of this sobbing, the three of you will see what it is. Mm-hmm. It looks like a naked woman lying in mud and dirt. She's got what looks like bullet wounds, and when Genoa looks at her, it's clearly a monstrous siren because it doesn't appear as a woman for Genoa.
Yep.
But this thing looks heavily wounded. It looks like it's been shot up a bunch.
Fantastic. It looks like a siren to Chinoa, so she's gonna draw her bow and arrow.
Are you gonna communicate that?
Yeah, Wilhelm sees someone in desperate need of help, so he's just gonna ride forward.
Wait.
Yeah, Chinoa's like, she needs to die. And she's gonna. Can I just like loose a shot? Like.
This thing
shoot
looks
it.
completely defenseless at the moment.
You're not gonna comment that it's a siren. You're just gonna
Be like, it needs to die.
Last time we saw sirens, you guys saw them as sirens, so she doesn't
No, we
know
didn't.
when you do and don't. Yes, you did. When they were flying, you saw them as sirens.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
you did.
Oh, we did.
So she doesn't know that you don't see them as sirens all the time. It's very hard.
No,
It's a
we-
difficult concept
No, we established that.
that they appear as women, but then last time we saw them, you saw them as sirens. So
Yeah, you saw them as in their monstrous forms when they're up and about and flying.
yeah, so it's not necessarily the first thought she'll have that it's like
All right, no,
not
it's fine.
so-
appearing
It's
the same
fine.
to you.
Can I get each of you to roll me a cognition?
All right.
It's just a straight cognition.
Straight cognition.
I roll 2d8 for this.
I roll 1d12.
I rolled a 6.
I rolled an 8.
I rolled an 8.
Cool. So Graves and Genoa will recognize this siren. You put a bunch of bullets in this siren back on the Bayou Bride.
Oh, hey. Is that what?
This was the one that was underwater. She actually survived. She was stunned, and that's why she stopped moving. And she's managed to crawl up out of the river and make her way here.
Yeah, so is Chinoa just like drawing and loosing a shot?
Yeah.
Wilhelm is going to hear that, and his immediate reaction, unfortunately, is if something doesn't have to die, I don't think it should.
She has to die.
He doesn't know that. All he sees is a crying woman who's been shot and is extremely vulnerable. So I would like to roll quickness against you.
Try to like slap the arrow or...
far
Actually
away
try
is
to
she?
cast diversion
okay.
on the thing, make the arrow bounce off.
You bitch. How far away is she?
When you see it, probably about 20 yards.
Okay, that's good. I will hit her as long as this doesn't work.
Yeah.
So
Hold on.
you're rolling against my quickness?
Yeah, roll quickness first.
Okay. Fuck.
That's 14.
That beats my 7. So much for not rolling against each other very often. Fucking.
Look, I'm sorry. Wilhelm's instinctive reaction to these things is to do
Just
what
to
he
be a
thinks.
good boy.
Yeah, it's to be a good boy.
Oh, because it's not like Chinoa's done anything to earn your trust yet.
She has, but he also he's also been randomly attacked before, and he doesn't want that to happen to other people. Like in his own eyes, people have just like attacked him for.
Oh, just roll your fucking hex. I hope a Manitou gets your soul.
For
That
context,
escalated so quickly.
this one has a level 4 wound to the guts.
Hence the lying on the ground sobbing. Yeah, fair. That tracks.
That is a single success.
So that's just 5?
5.
Just 5 cards.
Cool. Maybe you won't get the Joker. Maybe you will. We'll see.
Maybe he just cooks himself.
So that is a single pair, which means that the target number to hit her goes up by 5.
Okay, I miss. And she
Your
knows we're here.
arrow looses and just splashes into the mud in front of her.
She knows we're here now.
She doesn't get up. She limply tries to begin crawling away.
What the hell are you two doing? God damn it, Wilhelm, that's one of the sirens that attacked the boat.
What?
She was the one I shot in the head.
And so it deserves to die?
Yes.
Wow.
Because it would just as soon as kill you if it wasn't injured.
It ain't a person, Wilhelm. It ain't people. It doesn't. It pretends to be a person. It ain't actually a person. Besides, I still don't want either of you to kill it. This is a perfect opportunity. It might be able to answer a question or two.
If it can talk.
If it can answer a question, doesn't that make it a person?
Nope.
You saw what it really looks like.
If they can talk and they can talk back and you can reason with it.
Well,
A lot of people
I'm
have tried
sure-
to kill me. That doesn't make them all bad people.
Yeah, but this woman literally drowned a man 2 days ago. She tried to drown a man. We already know one's dead. Maybe I'll accept the argument that some are perfectly legitimate people. This one, we know is not. So I will not feel sorry for it.
So you don't want me to shoot it?
I want to see if it can answer a question.
That's on you. You're the one that said this was a trap.
It is a trap. Or maybe it might not be. There are creatures that lure people around by crying.
If it's a trap and you want to ask it a question, tell me and I'll ask it.
All right. Ask it if there's more of it.
I think neither of you should go talk to this thing.
It doesn't matter.
You get loopy when they're around.
Then shoot it if one of us gets loopy. It can't force you to do anything. It tries to lure you to the water and then drown you. That's how they can be.
And there's puddles everywhere.
Yeah, but like, it physically needs to hold you underwater and drown you.
It's capable of doing that from a much greater distance through things like water. You've got a clear shot on it. It's just sitting there. If you think my life is in danger and it's actively trying to kill me, then go ahead.
Nah, it's fine. Chinoa's gonna put her bow away. She's gonna switch to her knife and she's gonna be like, all right, let's go ask it a question. And she's gonna dismount her horse with you.
All right.
As you approach this thing, it is very limply trying to get away, like shuffling and crawling away, leaving a trail of mud and blood.
Yeah. Wilhelm's gonna be like, easy. Is the illusion that Wilhelm is seeing wounded?
Yes.
Okay. He's gonna pull out a medical kit because he's like, I don't think whatever this is has to die.
Cool. Are you going to attempt to treat its wound? It's
No.
got multiple gunshot wounds.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna be like, he's basically gonna be like, easy.
Cool. Do you want to roll me a spirit check?
There's no way that Genoa comes out of this looking like the good person. Because she's going to straight up kill this thing.
Well, I mean,
fine.
it
I
is an
support.
evil monster. Wilhelm is the one with no experience in this regard. He's the one being like, doesn't have to die though. Doesn't have to.
Wilhelm is the soy, unfortunately.
Oh, God. Wilhelm would do this even if all he saw was the normal form. That's a 9.
Hell yeah.
Cool. So you begin trying to treat this thing.
Yep.
Its wounds are pretty grievous. Like, first aid is not going to cut it. Like, this thing would need surgery to actually properly fix it.
Yeah.
But you begin dressing the wounds, and it becomes apparent that even though it looks like a person, a human, it behaves like you're treating a wounded animal.
Jeez. Well, Wilhelm is going to transition into treating it like a wounded animal. He's like, instead of being like, calm down, like we just want to talk, he's going to be like, shh, it's okay, like calm tones and stuff.
In case you weren't already feeling it, but you get a great sense of pity. You're not sure if you're actually feeling it or if the sirens are making you feel that way, though.
Genoa's just like, Graves, what questions do you have for it?
Nope, I don't have any questions. The way it's acting has answered all of my questions.
And Genoa's gonna look at Wilhelm, who's trying to fucking bandage this thing, and she's gonna be like, I'm really sorry for this. And she's gonna like kind of push into the way of you to stop you from what you're doing, and she's just gonna off it.
Wilhelm's face goes incredibly pale, but he doesn't say anything.
Yeah, Genoa just like, wipes the blood off her knife, and when it's dead, does it start looking like a siren again?
Yeah, so as its life fades away, its illusion that it was using fades with it, and all that's left is this monstrous creature.
Yeah.
With the feathers and the scales and the claws, the beak with teeth inside.
Genoa, like, she just kind of like wipes the... She's totally unfazed by this thing. And then she's gonna turn to Wilhelm and she's gonna be like, I'm really sorry. I know you didn't want to kill it, but consider putting it out of its misery, maybe?
Yeah.
It wasn't gonna survive.
No.
It was a good shot on Graves' part.
Thank you. Graves will right up, pat Wilhelm on the shoulder and basically just be like, it's respectable trying to try and take care of these sorts of things, but they're not
people, I understand.
It's more than that. We've operated with them in our world for a while, and there ain't a single creature like that would show you that same kindness. Whatever these things are, and wherever they come from, the one thing they have in common is a almost universal desire to kill man.
You get the sense that these things aren't necessarily killing people out of a particularly malicious way. They're killing to feed.
Yeah, it's just that they uniquely hunt man.
Yes, they eat human flesh.
Yeah, only human flesh. So, as far as I'm concerned, that's malicious. There's no animal that uniquely subsists off one specific animal's flesh. Thank you.
Genoa's basically going to be like, do you need to get rid of her?
No. Once it's dead, it's dead. They don't.
You don't mind if someone stumbles upon it?
If anyone around here stumbles upon it before it starts to rot in this kind of weather, then it's probably one of the locals, and they've already seen too much anyway.
The ground's pretty loose mud and stuff, right?
Correct.
Wilhelm's gonna go grab a shovel and quickly chuck a few mounds of mud on it.
Yep. So you guys, after finishing your business with the wounded siren, continue on.
Has the water stopped moving?
The water has not.
Okay.
But the trees
Very
kept going to the same location even after you stopped.
Yeah. But if it's going still, then it's going past her.
Yeah.
Oh, is it going past her?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Whoops. No, I completely misread that.
So as you guys continue on, you notice that the trees and wind, similar to what happened when you were doing your rituals, are now also flowing in the same direction that this water's going. At a few more hours of travel, and you come to what looks like a cave. But outside at the mouth of the cave, it looks like there's a campsite that's been set up. The campfire's long since been extinguished. There's 2 tents, and there's a lot of what look like bloody rags scattered about the camp, as well as a well as a table with surgical tools on it.
Oh, good. We should dismount.
Yeah, I was going to say we should dismount further back.
Yeah.
Very loose knots for the horses. Like, hopefully our horses are well trained enough, they'll just kind of stay. But loose knots for the horses in case we need to get out of here real quick. And we should all approach with a lot of caution and weapons drawn just in case.
Yeah, Graves, when we dismount, Graves is going to, like, pat Grib, and he's going to be like, if I don't go back in 15 minutes, run, boy.
As you approach the campsite, you start to smell the distinct scent of decaying flesh.
Graves is approaching with all of his weapons drawn, by the way.
Yeah, got my bow out, got an arrow ready to go.
Wilhelm has a Colt Army pistol.
Do you want us to roll like a search or something to investigate this campsite?
Yeah, I think that'll be good.
Yeah, let's go.
Instead of actively searching the campsite, Wilhelm's just going to keep an eye on the cave itself.
Okay.
An 11 from me.
I got a 7. My search is actually only 2d12, unfortunately.
Mine's also 2d12.
I got a 4.
Who got the 11?
Me.
Okay, as you're searching the camp, you find what looks like a few scraps of paper, and they have the same symbol that you were seeing carved into the back of the Walking Dead's necks. It almost looks like a practice sketch where there's a few different variations. Some of them are crumpled up into balls, some of them were undercover, others have been completely soaked in the rain that happened. But before you have a look at that, Graves finds littered throughout the camp and around the area a lot of shell casings. Like there was a big firefight here.
Graves, I found something.
What do you see?
And she's going to show you the papers, and she's going to be like, I think we figured out where that gentleman lost his hands.
And this is where all the undead were coming from. Must be prepared for a fight.
Have we found any bodies?
Not yet. There is a stench of death coming from that cave though.
Alright. Shall we?
Yeah, Graves will advance. You guys cover me. And you'll go in first.
Cool. As soon as you go in, it becomes apparent just how dark this cave is. The only light that is available is coming through the entrance, and the further you go in, the darker it's going to get. You're going to need some kind of light source if you're going to have any chance of
can you hold
searching.
Yeah, Wilhelm lights a lantern and holds it with his
Yeah.
other hand.
So as you guys come in, you see what looks like bodies that have been piled up. Some of them are missing limbs, and it looks like they've all been, whatever damage has been sustained on them, a single bullet wound to the head.
Interesting.
And they all have these symbols carved in the back of their neck. There's about 6 bodies in there. Can I get everyone to roll me a search?
Chanel was a little bit distracted by all the bodies. She got a 2.
I got an 8.
I got a 6.
Graves,
Yeah.
you're starting to feel really sick. And
okay.
It's made worse by the fact that you can feel vibrations in the ground. It kind of comes twice and then disappears for a moment and comes twice again. Boom, boom, stops. Boom,
Like a
boom.
heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Graves takes a breath and tucks one of his guns back into its holster, and he's holds his mouth for a second. He's taking a couple of deep breaths. He's like, "There's something big going on in this cave." He takes a deep breath and spits out something, and then keeps going.
All the ones on the ground, how intact is their head?
It looks like just a pistol that has shot them in the head. It's not like the head's been completely blown off or anything, but a single gunshot wound to the head.
Jeez.
Chanoa's going to move up next to Graves because he's just spat out something again, and she's getting a little bit suspicious of that. She's going to move up next to you and be like, "You're not well.
I'm as well as I'm gonna be.
What's going on in here?"
Magic. Some kind of dark magic. I can feel it in my bones.
So you guys aren't super far into the cave at this point, but this cave goes on for a fair bit. But coming from the entrance, you start to hear the telltale sign of shrieking and screaming of the sirens, and it sounds like a lot of them, all screaming at once,
From back the way we've
back
come.
the way you came.
Oh, God.
All right, well, let's keep going. I think maybe the sirens, the undead, are not getting along. Just good to know.
Undead?
The guys in the corner, those are more of the undead that we faced earlier.
You think they got up?
No,
I think they got put back down.
No, I mean as in they've come here to kill whoever's camp made that camp.
Ah,
The corpses or the siren?
The sirens. Why do you think all those shell casings came from? It's a firefight. They probably were fighting with the sirens.
Wilhelm's attention. He's still carrying the lantern, but he's going to be walking backwards, basically.
Yeah, so you're checking behind us, basically. Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to fight any more of those. I don't want to think about sirens anymore today.
Can I get spirit checks from everybody?
Janelle was going to suggest, though, if we see any sirens, that you guys plug your ears.
Yeah, there we go.
Spirit check.
A crisp 7 for me with my 1d8.
A nice little 11.
Got a 5.
Okay, so Wilhelm and Graves hear the most blood-curdling screech you've heard from a siren before. It sounds so much louder than the others. The others it's like a chorus of shrieking and screaming, and this one just absolutely drowns all of them out. Chinoa, you actually hear one of them speak for the first time.
Okay.
You hear, "Feed my daughters."
Chinoa literally has that reaction where she's like, okay, we gotta get you guys out of here. You might want to plug your ears. This is not going to be good.
Can I please get gut checks from everybody?
An 11.
Ooh, that's an explode, baby.
7.
I got a 12.
Wilhelm.
No, Will.
Hold on. Yeah, god damn it.
No, don't.
I can't do anything about this.
Good.
Do it.
No, it's a spirit.
Don't.
It's a spirit.
Don't.
roll.
Do it.
Do
we
not.
need you.
It is
It's fine. Chinoa's going to tackle you. It's okay. I'll keep you safe.
You're assuming. No, this is a guts check. This is something different.
It's not about that. It's about him actually keeping us cool.
This is about him keeping us cool, and his blood is going to come in clutch. He's
You
looking,
don't even know what's going to happen. You don't even know your blood
Shush.
needs to come in clutch.
He's
It's so... like, I know you just raised that dice. Don't run that already.
What?
I don't need you to be corrupted.
wipe your chin, darling, because I'm going up to 3 corruption.
No!
Oh boy.
Based.
And I get a +4 to that roll, so it goes up to an 11.
Based and corrupted pill.
I hate this.
Wilhelm's Watali maxing.
11 is just what you needed. You all gain a point of grit.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That sweet, sweet grit.
Yeah, that was worth it. If you were not going to get a point of grit for not spending that point,
Okay, I take it back.
yeah, that was so worth it. That's so good.
So the important decision for you guys to make is, do you go further into the cave, or do you go back out the way you came and face what sounds like a lot of sirens and a really big one?
How far into the cave are we?
You guys aren't super far into the cave. You've just passed the first pile of bodies. You can't see the entrance anymore because you have come around the corner.
Alright, is there any airflow?
No, not at the moment. It would be kind of...
Mostly because if there's airflow, there might be a second exit.
You can't really feel any airflow coming in either.
Yeah.
And you just smell the stench of decay from the corpses in here.
The corpses might slow them down long enough for us to figure out what's going on, but whatever ritual or what have you that's happening is more dangerous than those sirens are.
I don't think so. There's a lot of them. There's a really big one that's
They'll-
telling them to feed.
Yep, they'll come and eat those
Excuse
corpses
me?
first.
I don't
What
think-
do you mean?
I don't think they're going to eat the corpses.
Might.
I don't think they're interested in the non-living. And they said to feed.
Yeah, we didn't hear that.
I did.
Okay.
All right.
So I guess you get to decide if you trust me on that or not.
I do. I still think going into the cave is the correct decision. The last thing I want is to get shot in the back while I'm fighting sirens.
The last thing I wanted is to be sandwiched between sirens and whatever else the hell's in this cave.
That's happening irregardless.
We know that they're coming for us. We don't know what's in the cave. We can take the fight we do know and then prepare for the fight we don't.
You also know that the cave is going to be pretty close quarters fighting. If they enter the cave, like the sirens' main advantage is maneuverability. They can fly.
Yeah.
They can't do that in the cave.
Yeah.
We don't want them to have the cover of the trees outside. If we're going to take them, we take them in the cave. We either make a stand here so we can retreat further into the cave as we need to, or we keep going in the cave and hope that we don't get sandwiched.
There is some big happening at the end of the cave. We
Something
don't.
big happening outside the cave.
No, you don't understand. It's not about whether or not we get killed.
Whatever the hell we know, whoever it is out here creating these undead, whatever they're doing something huge at the end of this cave. Us dying is not the problem. If they succeed, God knows what happens. The mission comes first. If we die in this cave, best we die fixing whatever's at the end of it.
Wilhelm has gone so incredibly pale and wide-eyed because you're talking about just dying in the line of duty. He seems completely overwhelmed. He is silent, although it looks like that's not for a lack of trying, like words are just failing him.
Besides, if they're here, they're not here for us. They're here for whoever's at the end of the cave.
Well, we did just kill one of them outside,
We killed one of them many times before.
so they could be here for us.
No reason to believe that we're here any more than anyone
Our
else.
horses are here.
None of them have seen our horses and lived. The only survivor that made it out of that boat attack we just killed. And we didn't have our horses out then.
There were tracks from the one we've killed to this cave, and they were from our horses.
And there were none around there either.
What?
Can we discuss this further in the cave if we're going further in the cave?
My point is they're not just here for us. Who else are those shell casings for?
I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know.
I think we stand a better chance at the end. And I think that stopping this ritual is more important than us. I swore an oath. The mission comes first, always.
Chanela's gonna walk up to Wilhelm and she's gonna put her hands on like either of your shoulders and look you straight in the eye and she's gonna be like,
Graves is a fucking nut job.
sort of, like she wants to, but she's gonna look you in the eyes and she's gonna be like, I know it's scary, but we've both seen him shoot and we stand the best chance together. So let's go.
Wilhelm just sort of slumps, or like someone who's just like, yeah, all right. Feed me to the wood chipper. I'm ready. Put me in, coach.
Alright.
So you
Ah,
guys,
shit. Here we go again.
Oh, Chanela's gonna rummage through like her pack, like her, because she probably has a couple of things with her if we're coming in here. So she's gonna pull out a bit of the fabric from her medicine kit, and she's gonna like just rip up a couple of pieces, roll them up, and hand them to both of you for earplugs,
Oh,
just
thank
in
you.
case.
Wilhelm will take it. He as he's putting him in, he's like, we did hear him through water and through other things, so I don't know, but I appreciate
Just in
it.
case.
so as you guys get further into the cave, Graves is taken point, I believe.
Yep.
You step on something and it goes squelch.
Well, we do have light, so just look down, I guess.
What is it?
It looks like the ground has gone from earth and dirt, stony floor. It almost looks like you're standing on like meat. And then you look around and the walls look like they're made of meat.
Oh, hell yeah. God damn it, I hate my job. Graves holsters one of his guns, pulls out pulls out a cigarette, lights it, and he's like, alright, let's go. He's got a cigarette in his mouth. He's got his 2 shotguns. Fucking ready.
Chinoa is keeping like a real good eye behind them.
Yep. The screeching outside, you've gone in for far enough that you can't hear him anymore.
Oh, jeez.
Our horses are gonna be so dead.
No, our
So
horses are fine.
as you keep going, you come to what looks like a Y intersection where you have 2 different paths you can go down.
Yeah.
One continues on with the fleshy, disgusting, meat-covered walls. The other one returns to what looks like traditional stone of the cave.
Can we just point Graves down either side and see which one makes him cough more?
The fleshy side, for sure.
Yeah. Can I do like a track and roll? A track and roll to see if I can pick anything up. Just anything at all. Like tracks.
Yep.
For tracking, can I track?
I mean, you can try. It's difficult.
There might be mud tracks on the meat.
Maybe.
Because I got damn muddy boots.
Maybe. While you're doing that, can I do a search? Maybe I'll see a shell case. Like, if there are any shell casings or
Yeah, go for it.
anything around. Maybe I can make his roll a little bit easier.
Oh lordy, that's an explode.
That's a 10 from mine.
That's not a good explode though.
No shell casings. It doesn't look like there's been anyone in here, or at least who's left a visible trace.
13.
13. That's pretty good. You do find what looks like the meat looks bruised in several places.
While you guys are taking some time to just like look and like search, Wilhelm chooses this point to be like, guys, I think there's something wrong with this cave.
Shanoa just looks at you, and you probably can't. Whatever you can hear is probably muffled, but she's just like, "Don't worry, it's fine," and gives you a thumbs off. Like, okay.
Can I do an occult roll to see if the meat cave means anything?
Yeah, go for it.
The meat.
The meat
The
cave.
meat cave.
Yeah.
Oh.
If it means anything, no, it's completely natural meat cave.
It means arsehole, but sure.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, I don't know fucking shit. I bust. I don't know nothing. I got 2 1s and a 2 2s.
Ugh.
Gross.
That is bad.
It
Would
is
you like me to try and roll occult for you?
It is a completely natural meat cave.
All right. 3d8 for my occult. Let's see if I can help you out here. If there's any stories. Ooh, an explode. Ooh, another explode.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so that's an 18.
Ah.
Are there any stories about shit like this?
The closest was, the great meat cave. Your mother.
Sorry.
No stories about the Great Meat Cave.
Sorry.
I hate you, bro. I hate all 3 of you. I quit.
Well,
Nothing in your stories and legends about this kind of stuff. If it ain't there, it ain't there.
God damn. Alright.
I think maybe following the Great Meat Cave deeper. Take me deeper in the meat cave.
You guys continue, and the Great Meat Cave ends, and the walls become very earthy and covered in roots, and they seem to be very slowly moving around along the walls.
God damn it.
And in this particular room of the cave, it opens up. You see, similar to at the front, a bunch of surgical tools. There's cages, and inside the cages are more of these walking corpses. And they do see you as you come in. They would have seen the light before they even saw you. And they just begin shaking on the bars, trying to get out. As far as other things in this room, you see what looks like a trunk kind of thing, and more and more of those scrunched up pieces of paper with different variations of the same symbol.
I have a theory. I have a very strong game theory. Is there anything else in there?
That's about it. There is an exit to this room as well. Not the one that you came in.
Let's go for that chest.
Wilhelm's going to look at the standing corpses in the cages, and he is going to be like, we should probably do something about that. I don't want more things coming up behind us.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Chanoa, you're the only one of us with anything quiet, if you could.
Alright. How many corpses are there?
There's 4.
Alright, and I've got time to line up a shot properly.
Yeah.
And take the aiming thing.
Yeah. Don't
I've
have
got
to
4
worry too
less
much about
arrows.
it. Yeah. Is anyone opening up the trunk?
Yeah, I'll crack the trunk.
You open it up. It's not locked or anything. You open it up, and there's what looks like a folded up like doctor's coat inside, and what looks like a diary as well.
Well, I'll check the coat pockets.
You check the coat pockets, and they're empty. It looks like the coat has been recently cleaned. There's some like old stains on it that obviously haven't come out, but the actual coat itself is reasonably clean.
Alright. And then I'll pull out the journal and flip through to the most recent entry if I can.
Cool. So as you open it up, it's not so much a journal, but more like drawings. It's a lot of drawings of human anatomy, and again, more of these symbols. And towards the back of the book, just the word scrawled across the page: Pantheon, 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 Pantheon.
Oh, that sounds sinister.
The writings of a madman.
This is definitely the writings of a man that could make these corpses walk. Graves will pocket the book. That's evidence, baby.
It is 100% evidence.
Alright, are we continuing down this path because there's another exit to this end? Or are we going back to the rocky side?
We should keep going.
Alright.
Cool. As you guys keep going, the vibrations in the ground get a lot louder. You're all feeling it. The walls go from those writhing roots to a more traditional stone. You come to another larger room, and you see what looks like a man. He's in a black coat, he's got a hat on, and he's standing over what looks like a crudely made wooden altar.
Is this a familiar black coat?
No, because the other guy had a brown coat, right?
Did he have a brown coat?
He had a brown
leather
coat.
one.
Okay.
He has his back to you.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else in the room?
No, not that you can see.
There's a wooden altar
And then
a
there's
man
this
with
guy.
a black coat.
And he's standing in front of it with his back towards you.
Is there any further passage down? Sorry.
Yes, there is.
Okay.
You do also see what looks like light coming from further down that passage as well. Like natural light.
Graves is gonna like point at you, point at his eyes, and then point down that cave.
Wilhelm is going to... He's kind of scared to move at the moment, but he's just gonna stare down his eyes are flicking to the guy with the coat, but he's gonna stare down the cave
And then
where the light's coming from.
I'll aim at him.
I just want to check because Wilhelm has a gun. You've got it out, right? Yep. Cool. Genoa also has her bow out.
And then Graves is just gonna be like, turn around real slow, like.
This guy does turn around, and you see he's wearing the traditional black coat of the agency. His shirt is completely shredded with blood coming down, basically all over his midsection towards his legs.
Mm-hmm.
He clearly looks like another one of the Walking Dead, and he tries to draw a revolver on you. Quickness.
Oh yeah, sure. Oh, then that would be against mine, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
He's probably got a better quickness score than me, and I'm very scared of that.
Yeah, but we can all roll it because he's pulling a gun.
I'm sorry to do this to you, Reeves.
Yeah, I feel like we just found Reeves.
Yeah, we did.
Ooh, I'd explode. I'd love to see that. Alright, so I got a 10.
I also got a 10. Does that mean we need to roll off? Or he just gets John Marstoned?
Ooh, no, someone gets to move first for sure.
Jesus, what is happening?
I just watched Mag get like 3 explodes.
I got 3 explodes, which is 8, 16, 24, 29.
Jesus. Yeah.
It's almost like being on edge and scared of everything is finally paying off for you.
This guy didn't roll anywhere near as good as that. So what I'm gonna do?
Can I draw cards from the action deck?
Not yet,
Okay.
because this guy is going to burn
No. Don't do that.
the red chip, and he gets to roll a bonus dice. He got an 8 on his quickness.
I got a 29.
We got 10s.
And we got 10s.
Okay, so you guys are all able to unload into this guy before he's able to fire off a shot.
Yep.
Alright, so roll your attacks, I guess,
Roll your
everyone.
starting with Wilhelm, then you guys.
Okay. So just a single shot.
Yeah.
A single attack. I don't know if your weapon has more than one attack.
Rate of fire 1. So
I forgot that you're poor, sorry.
I mean, I would have drawn a bunch of action cards, but it's fine. How far away is he?
He's not far, about 15 yards.
15 yards. Okay, so Wilhelm is quick with his gun, but as a deterrent,
Yeah, he's not a good shot, unfortunately.
he's not a particularly good shot. He gets a lot more experience punching people.
He has to explode to hit.
Ooh, we did get 2
As
explodes.
he get 2 explodes. I got an 11.
So it does hit, but there's no raises. No,
Yeah.
it's a 6.
Yeah,
Yep.
so he needs to get 2 6s.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
I would need to get 2 6s to raise.
hit location.
Yep.
So
I
roll a
roll a
D.
d20.
Yep.
That's a 4.
So that's one of the legs.
That's the legs. So that's a right leg.
Yep. Now I just roll 3d6 for damage.
Yep.
Alright, so I do 2 points of damage because I got 12.
Oh,
Yep,
nice.
So you do 2 wounds to his leg.
And then Chinoa and Graves.
So Chinoa got an 18 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
She's also got a target number of 6, so she actually gets a hit and 2 raises.
Mm-hmm.
And I rolled a 15 for location.
Yep. Is upper guts.
Upper guts, yeah.
And you had 2 raises.
Yep.
So you could either go down to arms, or that's it.
We're going to stay with upper guts. Thank you very much.
So he's in my second range band for me. So I get a hit and a raise because I'm shooting buck. Ooh, I get a raise, so I'm going to bring it down to gizzards.
Ooh, boy.
I'm doing 13 damage to his upper guts.
So one bullet rips through his leg, an arrow hits him in his chest.
And so my first attack is 14 damage.
To the guts.
Yep. Oh, I roll an extra d6. Ignore that. 15. That changes nothing. And then the second attack, because the shotgun is a rate of fire of 2. That's an explode. That's an explode.
Oh god.
That's an explode.
Oh god.
No.
There we go. So that's 3 explodes, 40, because I get +2 for buckshot.
And that was in the gizzards, wasn't it?
No, that's to hit.
Oh, that's the hit.
No, I wish I did that much damage.
I know.
12. So how many raises is that?
It's 5 raises.
18.
You could just put that in the gizzards.
Yeah, I can't get to the head, so I'm just going to put that in the gizzards again.
For extra damage.
That is 3 1s. Thankfully, I can't bust.
Not
so
on
that's,
damage, at least.
yeah, so that's 14 damage. Jesus, that's garbage.
That's enough though. You put down who at this point is obviously Agent Reeves.
Yeah, the agent formerly known as Reeves.
Basically, he goes to quick draw his pistol, gets immediately shot up by you three, and he falls to the floor. Behind him on that altar, you can see now that there is a woman lying on it.
Graves will like eject the shells out of one of his shotguns, reload, and then advance.
Yeah, Wilhelm's going to move forward a bit quicker because he doesn't need to reload. It's a pistol. He just
Yeah.
clicks the
Oh,
thing.
if you go to move forward, Shanoa's gonna like shake her head no at you.
Wilhelm does like stop and look at you, and like his eyes flick back to the thing, and he's going to stop, and he's just gonna wait.
Yeah, and then I'll advance.
Yeah, we're letting Graves check this out.
So the
Graves take all the damage.
the heartbeat that you were like feeling the vibrations of before is so much more prominent now,
Jesus.
to the point you're actually starting to hear a low, very, very low frequency sound.
Jesus.
As you approach the woman on the altar, you can see that she's clearly dead. She looks pale. It doesn't look like she's decomposed or anything. She just looks dead.
Yeah.
But you can see her heart is beating erratically. You can see it rising up and down in her chest. She's wearing what looks like a white gown.
What does she look like?
So she's got eyes that look exact same as Wilhelm's.
Yeah, green eyes.
So her eyes are open.
Her eyes are open. Yep.
Her eyes are open and her heart's beating erratically.
Yeah.
But she looks dead. It's because she's not dead.
She looks pale. She's not moving. She's not breathing. It's the only movement you can see is her heart thumping.
Is she like bound to the table a little?
No.
All right. I'm gonna check Reeves then.
You look over Reeves. You find in his pocket what looks like the remains of his Gatling pistol. It looks like something had happened to it. Maybe it had a misfire, and he hadn't had a chance to fix it. So that's why he's been using a different pistol.
I'll take that. I pocket that. It's not even mine now. It's agency property. I can't leave it here. And then check him for like notes or anything, any information at all.
No notes on Reeves. You do find he has a badge that says US Marshal, but obviously he's a member of the agency, but he's also a US Marshal. So being a US Marshal was his cover.
Yeah. God damn it, boy. Why'd you have to go get yourself killed?
As far as his injuries, he's sustained 6 shots into his guts, and it looks like he bled out.
Twice now.
Yeah. And then somebody carved the symbol on him at some point.
Yeah.
All right, boy. I think this may be the woman you're looking for.
It's not really possible for any more colour to drain from Wilhelm's face, so he just sort of
Shanoa will move up with him.
slowly moves up.
Graves is just gonna like drag Reeves off to the side a little bit, lay him on his back, and like close his eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can Shanoa do some sort of like either medicine or occult or something? Like you said, she's not breathing, but we can see her heart beating. And Shanoa's had the conversation with the spirits about her. Can I try to figure out what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, maybe.
What would be the best role for that?
Probably.
I have occult, I have home country, I have medicine.
Probably a cult.
Okay.
After I've done the thing with Reeves, can I do your call?
Well, I got a 10.
I got 1 billion fives, so
Okay.
5.
You're kind of spitballing ideas, but Morgan's definitely dead. Like, she's gone. The soul has left her body, but the fact that her heart is still beating, obviously unnatural by all rights, that shouldn't be happening. You have, at a guess, believe that maybe Morgan herself isn't the one that's beating her heart, something else is.
But I would have no idea what that something else is.
I might,
Okay?
purely because I imagine when a Manitou loses a battle of wits, it doesn't. There's not going to be a lot of them that take that gracefully. There'd be a lot of parting threats and a lot of like, when I get my hands on you, I'm going to do some things. Would you like me to do a roll to see if I might be able to work it out based on threats Manitou have issued to Wilhelm?
Yeah, maybe.
Or like nightmares they've tormented him with?
I mean, but we do know that if you're possessed with Manitou, then it's not really a heartbeat, it's the Manitou fluttering
Yeah,
around
but
inside.
if the Manitou's like, I'm gonna puppet you and like wear you like a mask on stage or something,
Oof. Yeah, okay.
I guess that'd be an occult roll.
Yep, a cult.
This is a long shot working off of like nightmares and stuff. That is a bust.
I thought that was a 7.
No,
Nope, that was a 1.
that was a 1.
That's a very stylized 1. Jesus.
Yeah, no, Wilhelm is too taken aback by the whole situation. The person he came out to help is pretty clearly not just dead but defiled in some horrifically black magic way.
Yeah.
If I know that Wilhelm's like kind of probably distracted by like the shock of what's going on, but if anyone looks at Shanoa, it's not a pleasant look on her face because she's going through like how she can possibly help with this. And the best way she can help with this is by stopping that heartbeat and hoping to talk to her later.
Wilhelm is going to reach down and slowly close her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Does anything happen when he touches the body?
No.
Cool. He's going to roll her over a little bit and check the back of her neck.
Yep, there's no symbol that's been carved there.
Okay. Then he goes to say something, his words get a bit caught. He clears his throat, then he's gonna say to you two, I'm gonna stop her heartbeat. And
Shanoa's gonna look at you and she looks so sad and she's like, I'm really sorry to say that I was thinking it, but I can talk to her later if you like.
and that is officially enough of what Wilhelm can take today. Wilhelm's gonna pull out a pistol, he's gonna put it to her chest, and when you're like, wait, he just like looks at you.
It might be a good idea to leave that.
So you guys hear a voice coming up from further up the cave where the light was. Mm-hmm. You hear a familiar voice. I wouldn't be doing that if I were you.
Oh god, it's the man in the coat, isn't it? Is it?
And you hear another voice, and it's like, yes, she's the only thing keeping the roof up above our heads.
Wilhelm's gonna snap up and he's gonna shout, how about you stay the fuck back?
And
Shanoa's like she's basically next to Wilhelm anyway, but she's kind of just like eased her way between him and that direction because she's like, oh no, we gotta get out of here and I don't want this to happen again.
And that's where I'm going to end the session, guys.
Oh no!
You're a son of a bitch.
Wilhelm's gonna want to be like, no, I'm gonna fight this man again, and Shanoa's gonna be,
he's not gonna
really?
be-
Oh, thank God.
But you know why we're in a serious situation? That was our only other exit. The other way is fucking sirens. Now we're definitely sandwiched.
There's a Y.
No, there was a Y.
intersection.
Oh, there's a Y.
intersection,
Oh, yeah, let's
but
just
we
barrel-
don't know what's the other way.
Why is the Y?
This is a great time for us to run for that other exit. She's gonna grab the lantern off of Wilhelm's belt and throw it at this guy.
You will be fine.
No, I will not be. That is a black joke.
I knew it.
And he kind of starts sinking into the earth.
No,
We weren't gonna
stop
get to kill him.
assuming things. Holy shit.